Welcome to the Planning Commission meetings. Planning Commission meetings are, well, we're gonna have to call it to order at 9 a.m. You're gonna have to bear with me. This is the first meeting I've had to lead myself. Commissioner Ewing is not here today. So, we have to read a few things to get going. Planning Commission meetings are open to the public and members of the public may attend in person, and the meetings are also virtual and the public may attend via virtual Zoom. Public comment, Lyon County allows the following alternatives for public comment. If you are attending the virtual Zoom meeting, public comment may be provided by raising your hand and requesting to provide public comment. This can occur in several ways, including by dialing *9 from your phone to raise your hand and to request to speak for public comment. To unmute yourself, dial *6. You can also provide public comment for this meeting by sending an email to the county clerks at lyon-county.org the day prior to the posted meeting date. Be sure to type public comment in the subject line. Written public comments may also be mailed to the Lyon County Community Development Office at 27 South Main Street, Yerington, Nevada, 89447. But all public comments must be received prior to the date of the meeting if the comments are to be included in the supplemental materials. Any written public comment received the day of the meeting will be compiled and added as a supplemental materials to the county's website and distributed to the Planning Commission with 24 hours after the meeting. Members of the public may attend the meeting in person at the Greg Honeywell Lyon County Commission Chambers, 27 South Main Street, Yerington, Nevada. We'll begin with roll call this morning. Just again to, oh, thank you. Just to mention this morning, we are missing. Oh, that's old names.
It's old, Ralph Ewing.
Ralph Ewing and
Mark
Johnson. Mark Jones, sorry. And then to my left, we have Andrew.
Yes.
Audrey, sorry. Shannon Sarasota, Loretta.
And Wendy.
And Wendy. This makes a quorum so we can move forward. We're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance and Andrew's going to lead us.
Ready? Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Public participation, no action will be taken on any item until it's properly agendized. Members of the public who wish to address the Planning Commission may approach the podium and speak on matters related to the Lyon County Planning Commission, but not on items appearing on the agenda. Speakers are asked to state their name for the record and to sign and print their name on the form at the lectern. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per person or topic. The commission reserves the right to reduce the 3-minute time limit as well as limit the total time for public comment. If your item requires extended discussion, please request the chair to calendar the matter for a future planning commission meeting. The planning commission will not restrict comments based on viewpoint. The same applies to public testimony on each agenda item. The chair may reopen public participation at any time during the meeting. No action may be taken upon a matter raised under the item of the agenda until the matter itself has been specifically included on an agenda as an item upon which action may be taken. So as we move forward, we're going to review for the adoption of the agenda. Do I have a motion?
I'll move that we adopt or accept the agenda for today's meeting.
I'll second.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Uh,
Aye. All those opposing say nay.
No.
Anybody abstaining? That passes. 5-0. For possible action, the approval of the minutes. For possible action, we should approve the minutes from the June 10th, 2025 meeting. Has everybody had an opportunity to review those?
yes. I just had one item.
Okay,
In the minutes from the prior meeting, on page 2 or 6, whichever, they corrected in the minutes from last month that Commissioner, in item number 9, Commissioner Ewing and Jones attended the Sutro fundraiser, but it's still listed as meeting on these official minutes that we're going to accept today. So meeting needs to be changed to fundraiser. I mean, it's just a minor thing. But with that, change, I move that we. Unless anybody else has anything, I didn't see anything else. I'll make a motion to accept.
Okay, so we have a motion by Commissioner Audrey Allen for
The June 10th.
the June 2025 minutes. Do we have a second?
I'll second, Wendy.
And seconded by Wendy. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those in opposition say no or nay. All those abstaining. Passes 5-0. Next is possible action to approve the minutes from the July 8th, 2025 meeting.
I have a couple of edits.
Okay, go ahead, Commissioner.
On page 3, the second line, it reads, so to keep on the timeline, they commission. It should say the commission. And then if you go to the third to last paragraph, it says Donna War is not against the proposal because she does not live on Penrose Lane. It says accept, and it means to say accept. Those are the two changes that I noted for those. And other than that, I will make a motion to approve the minutes for
I'll-
July 8th.
I'll second that.
Let's see. Okay, so we have a motion by Commissioner Loomis and it's been seconded by Commissioner Sell. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Abstaining myself, I was not present at the meeting, so I'm not going to vote.
I'm sorry, Chair, did you do public comment on it?
Oh, no, I did not. Sorry. And is there any public comment on the passing of the July 8th meeting minutes? Doesn't appear so. My question is, can we pass it with a 4-0 vote? Yes,
Because
okay.
it's, 4 minutes.
4 makes a quorum. Okay, so 4, it's passed 4-0. I'm abstaining. We're going to move to the advisory board reports.
Commissioner Sarasola,
Yes,
may we go back to item 4 and 5A and open those to public comment as well?
yes, sorry. Do we have any public comments on the passing of the meeting minutes for June 10th, 2025? Were you talking about 4 or 5A? Sorry. Both, okay. We'll do 5A first. It doesn't appear that we have any for 5A, which is the passing of the June 10 minutes, so that passes 5-0. Do we have any public comments on the review and adoption of the agenda for today? There's nobody in the office and there's nobody online, so we're gonna go with that. Thank you. We're gonna move to number 6, advisory board reports.
Did we get any?
Do we have any advisory reports? Nope, there are none. Okay, we're moving forward. Public hearing item number 7A for possible action to approve the request from SC Properties LLC for tentative parcel map to subdivide an approximately 996.03 acre parcel into 3 parcels, the smallest being 20.49 acres located at 4060 Miller Lane in Mason Valley. APN 014-321-21, PLZ 2025-040. Good morning.
All right, good morning, commissioners. Great, we're all set. So, we are here to talk about the SC Properties LLC tentative parcel map. So on this plan, you can see they're located at 460 Miller Lane. Sorry, the yellow is a little hard to see on the left, but you can see this is in the northern part of Mason Valley. So to summarize the project, they want to take that one large parcel and create 3 different parcels. You can see the sizes there. And as usual, a tentative parcel map is required for the division of property into 4 or fewer parcels. So the applicant is proposing this land division to put, currently there's 2 existing residences on the property as well as a large agricultural use. So they're looking to move and put each parcel onto, or each residents onto their own parcel. So this is actually cleaning up a situation. And then they would allow the remaining larger parcel, the 118 acres, to remain as agricultural use. Parcel B has an existing residence with a well and an individual septic system that currently is shared between the two residences. And parcel C will have an existing residence that will need to put in a new well and septic system. So, on this property, you can see it is zoned, well, it's zoned RR5, the fifth rural residential district under Title 10, which translates to RR20 under Title 15, has a minimum 20-acre zone, and it is within the master plan designation of agriculture within the Mason Valley Rural Character District. So the minimum lot requirements under RR20 are 20 net acres, 400 feet of frontage, and you can see each parcel more than meets the standards on all of these. So this is the parcel map. There are a few minor wording changes that'll occur. It has been reviewed by Dowell, but before the final comes in, there'll be another quicker review. We are having these reviewed by the engineer now prior to you guys seeing them rather than after the fact, and then having significant changes come for the finals. So this is dividing parcel A is at the top, the larger 118. Parcel B is the littler piece in the middle. That's the 20.49. And then we have the 50+ acres on the south end. So for tentative parcel maps, we look at chapter 15.60607D for the review criteria and to consider if this is an appropriate use. So under a quick summary, as I said, water service will be provided by wells and individual sewer by individual septic systems. Finding B is about the potable water, which is going to be supplied by wells with appropriate water rights. It does conform to the master plan and the zoning. It with turning two houses that are already there, all we're doing is making parcels. We're not increasing uses. We're not going to have staff doesn't feel there will be much impact on existing streets or the master plan of streets versus what's already there. One thing that will be required for any future development, if they go to put a residence on like the northern larger agricultural piece, it is within a zone A flood area. So they're going to require an elevation certificate and development plan to be submitted if or when they construct additional structures. And we didn't receive any comments from reviewing agencies. This is a pretty straightforward tentative parcel map. And as usual, if they go forward with future development, Mason Valley Fire Protection District will require their own plan review application. So with that, I'm available for questions if you have any.
Does anybody have any questions for
I have
Lisa?
one question more to Miss Lisa. Where's the point of access then for these back parcels?
The point of access, there is access off of, sorry, it is off of, what's the name? Miller Lane, which runs up along the side of the parcel. So currently there's a shared access between the two houses, which they'll continue with easements to
Okay.
share. And then there's a further access.
Okay.
To the
thank
larger
you.
parcel.
I was good to see that.
They're all existing and have been in place for quite a long time.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay. Is the applicant here to speak or anything? Okay, nope. Any questions for the applicant?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll just go to public participation. Are there any public comments on this? Nobody in the audience? It doesn't appear that there's anyone online either.
I see a hand raised. Or at least there was.
Oh, I think that's the cursor when it pushes around. Mhm.
Okay.
And
sorry about
staff
that.
did not receive any comments on this either.
Okay, great. Thank you. So we can take a motion.
I'll make the motion. Based on the 3 review criteria, I move that the planning commission approve the request by SE Properties LLC for a tentative parcel map to subdivide an approximate 196.03 acre parcel into 3 parcels. The smallest being 20.49 acres located at 460 Miller Lane in Mason Valley. APN 014-321-21, PLZ-205-040. Subject to, there are 12 conditions of approval.
I'll second.
Commissioner, if I may, it's PLZ 2025-040. I think you said.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Thank you for the correction.
So we had a motion by Commissioner Allen and seconded by Commissioner Merritt. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. Any abstentions? That passes 5-0. Next on today's agenda is a zoning map amendment. The applicant requests a zoning map amendment, ZMA, to change the designation from Title 10 District RR5, 5th Rural Residential District 20 acres to the Title 15 District of Agricultural 20 acre minimum on a parcel totaling approximately 20. Go ahead, sorry, am I on the wrong one?
Are we doing 7B or did you?
Oh, I
do
did move on.
7C?
Sorry.
That's okay. Sorry to interrupt.
That's okay. I'm helter skelter today, sorry.
Don't worry.
We're going to move to a tentative map parcel to divide 40.33 square feet parcel into two parcels. The applicant requests a tentative parcel map TPM to subdivide an approximately 40.33 acre parcel into two parcels, the smallest being 20 acres. The proposed parcel 2A has utilities on site, well, septic system, propane, electric, but no structures, and parcel 2B is vacant. Case planner is Miss Nash.
Thank you very much. You're gonna see a lot of me today.
I was
so.
gonna say, you're a busy lady today.
All right, so we're here to look at the tentative parcel map for Leland D and Paula J. Bowden. I'm sorry if I've mispronounced that. It is located at 25 Mackenzie Lane, in Mason Valley. You can see on the plans here. You can go to the next one. So the applicant is requesting to create two parcels here, 120.33 and 120 acres. The parcels are currently vacant with one well, and additional wells and septic systems would be required for future development. All right, so you can see the property here completely surrounded by RR20. Again, this is RR5, 5th Rural Residential District, 20 acre minimum under Title 10, which translates to or converts to RR20, Rural Residential 20 acre minimum zoning standards. They do as well meet all the minimum requirements of the 40 feet street frontage, minimum 20 net acres. Oh, and I should add the master plan designation for the site is also agricultural within the Mason Valley Rural Character District. So as you can see here, there are two parcels being proposed here, a parcel 2A and 2B, north and south. The access for this will be off of Mackenzie. I want to say, I always think it should be one word, but they have it, it's the mapping and the records are different, but it is Mackenzie Lane. So access would be off of Mackenzie Lane. And then you go to the next. We have the same review criteria we went over last time, chapter 15.60607D, to see if this matches. It's going to be very similar to the last one. Water service would be provided by wells and individual septic systems with potable water, requiring the appropriate water rights. It does conform with the master plan agriculture and zoning of RR20. Again, we're taking one parcel that's undeveloped, changing it into two. This will have minimal impact on existing streets and the master plan of streets. These parcels are located within an area of minimal flood risk and it's very flat. So there's no concern and no floodplain certificates needed. They will require new road encroachments, permits from Lyon County for any new driveways. There's currently one driveway on the northern portion, so the southern is going to require an access. And as always, it'll require a plan review application with Mason Valley Fire Protection District for any future development they may do on this property. And with that, I am available for questions and the applicant is online if you have questions of him.
Does anybody have any questions for Ms. Nash?
Pretty straightforward.
No, that seems pretty straightforward. And no questions for the applicant as well. Okay, we're going to open it up for public comment. We don't have any in the audience and anybody online. All right, it appears that we don't have anybody speaking for public comment. We can take a motion.
I'll make a motion. Based on the aforementioned reviewed criteria, I move that the planning commission approve the request from Leyland D and Paula J. Bowden for a tentative parcel map to subdivide an approximately 40.33 acre parcel into two parcels, the smallest being 20 acres, located at 25 McKinsey Lane in Mason Valley, APN 012-281-15 PLZ 2025046, subject to the 13 conditions of approval.
I'll second that.
So we have a motion by Commissioner Merritt and seconded by Seller. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposing say nay. Any opposition? Passes 5-0.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Okay, we're gonna move on to number 7D. I mean, 7C, sorry, I'm trying to roll this meeting through. 7C is the applicant requests a zoning map amendment, ZMA, to change the destination from the Title 10 District, RR5, Fifth Rural Residential District, 20 acres, to the Title 15 District of Agricultural, 20 acre minimum on a parcel totaling approximately 23.16 acres in Mason Valley. And again, we have Ms. Nash.
Hello again. So this is for the zone map amendment for Hunter's Place LLC Series A. The applicant is requesting the zone map amendment on one parcel. It would change from the Title 10 District of RR5, which is Fifth Rural Residential District, 20 acres, to the Title 15 District of Agriculture. We haven't seen many of these yet. I believe there's only 3 properties or so in the county that have AG zoning. It was a new zoning designation that came along with Title 15, and so there really isn't an equivalent to Title 10. So it is we'll get into that more, but it is the first time you guys are seeing AG in ever or a long while. So access to this parcel is from Highway 208. It's located at 1380 Highway 208 in Mason Valley. It's a total acreage of 23.16 acres, and it slopes gently from the southwest to the northeast. So this subject site is located within the Rural Character District in South Mason Valley, and the master plan designates the property as agriculture. So when we get into our master plan land use table, you can see agriculture was our master plan agriculture was RR20 or RR5 in the past, and it is now ag. Title 15 usable or appropriate zoning would be ag, and I think NIA is non-irrigated agriculture land. So it has the same restriction, 1 dwelling unit per 20 acres. And it is intended to allow for agricultural uses, limited agricultural tourist uses, things like that, compatible with the agricultural use of the land and the rural character. This applicant still intends to, they are already growing lavender, harvesting it, and their intent is to put a future addition of a small family store with light commerce, including a wedding venue, gift shop, things like that, which fall into ag or, and tourist. There would be tourist commercial type activities, which is an allowed use under agricultural zoning. So, as I said, this is a new zoning district with the adoption of Title 15, and the intent is to allow for additional activities that are compatible with the agricultural area. Some of the new uses might have a more significant impact in ag, or some of the uses would be allowed in R20, but it's cleaner to go under ag, and they would require future conditional use permits. So you would probably be seeing this one back again. So current and proposed zoning, this would, as you can see, would change from RR20 to agriculture. I talked about what the intended uses were in the future. So moving on to the findings, chapter 15.220.05 lists the findings we have to look at when you guys are reviewing a request to amend zoning. And the first one is this proposed amendment consistent with the policies embodied in the master plan and the underlying land use designation? So the property is surrounded by agriculturally developed land, ranches, and farms with private residences on them. One particular policy I want to bring up is LU 4.1, which encourages the continuation of an agricultural lifestyle in appropriate rural areas of the county. This allows for the same type of agricultural lifestyle that is currently being utilized on the parcel, but aligns the zoning correctly. And since they do currently grow lavender that is harvested and sold, it does encourage a stronger economic base. So it does seem to fit in, even though it will be like its own parcel of ag in the middle of RR20, it is a proper zoning district for that master plan. B is that it can't be inconsistent with adequate public facilities. It doesn't introduce a new need for public services that are not already provided to the surrounding properties. The property is already serviced by an individual well and septic, and if they come in for expanded commercial uses or anything like that with the CUP, then they would have to expand and probably do a commercial septic or a well, additional well. Those would be addressed in the CUP or an ADR process. So under C, is it compatible with the actual and master plan adjacent uses? It is. They're already happening out there. They're just happening on RR20. So the planned agriculture and the agricultural tourism uses should not significantly increase density in the neighborhood, nor would it introduce a new use that's incompatible with the area. There are already people with little farm stands and things like that out there. This is an agricultural area, and this does, to staff does believe it is an appropriate use. So I put up the aerial up there just so you could see what's going on, and you can see there's the river meandering through there, and so they will have, you know, different issues when they get down to what their development or future development would be. But I'm available for questions.
Do we have any questions for Ms. Nash?
I just have maybe a question, Connor. Are you able to smell it driving by there? I mean, I think garlic and onions smell wonderful. But lavender, I mean, it's gotta really be a nice smell, I would think.
You know, I've driven by lavender fields many times and I don't recall
You don't
actually
recall?
smelling, but I do
Okay.
enjoy, I think they're pretty and it's a lovely addition, so.
It could be habitat too, so that's always positive.
And it's a property that wouldn't be appropriate to subdivide or do anything else, and this is just an expansion of the existing agricultural uses out there.
Any other comments or questions? Okay, we'll go to public comments. Anybody in the audience? We have no one. Anyone on, go ahead. Yep. Okay, the applicant's here. Thank you, Sophie. Any questions? Well, you could ask them, does it smell when you drive by?
No, just get out.
You need to come visit, huh? Yeah. You only get to smell it if you get out of the car and come visit, yes. Yeah.
Get out and smell the roads.
Any comments online? It does not appear, so we can take a motion.
I'll make a motion, Wendy Loomis. Based on the aforementioned findings, I move that the planning commission forward a recommendation of approval to the Board of County Commissioners of the request for Hunters Place LLC Series A for a zoning map amendment to amend the zoning map designation from the Title 10 District of RR5, 5th Rural Residential District, 20 acres, to the Title 15 District of Ag, Agriculture, 20 acre minimum, located at 1380 Highway 208 in Mason Valley for a parcel totaling approximately 23.16 acres, APN 012-421-01, PLZ 2025-042.
I'll second.
So we have a motion by Commissioner Loomis and a second by Commissioner Sellers. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Any abstentions? Okay, that one passes 5-0.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. Now we will move to 17. In the recommended order that we're supposed to be here today. This applicant requests a zoning map amendment, a ZMA, to change the designation from Title 10 District C2 General Compliance District to the Title 15 District of TC-S Tourist, Commercial, and Suburban On a portion of 2 parcels totaling approximately 22.25 acres in the Traditions Commercial Subdivision in Dayton. And again, Miss Nash is our case planner.
Hello, here's our last one today. All right, so we're here for a zoning map amendment requested by Lucas Homes and Development LLC at the Traditions Commercial Subdivision site. The applicant is requesting the zone amendment on 2 parcels. It would change the zoning from C2 General Commercial District to Title 15 District of Tourist Commercial Suburban. So you can see I should have probably outlined the entire Traditions, but I think you guys have seen it a lot of times. And this is in the southwest portion of the commercial subdivision. The one parcel is located at 3000 Highway 50 and the other is not addressed yet in the western quadrant, right at the intersection of 50 and Traditions Parkway. So there is the parcel furthest to the west, the smaller one. It's a total of 6.89 acres, but the zoning change is only on 5.21 acres. This is to keep it aligned with the master plan. The master plan has a weird zigzag through there. And so we're only changing the portion that's in the commercial master plan. So we're not having to touch the master plan. And I'll get into it more, but there's a basin that is in existence and will continue in existence on that portion that will still remain with split zoning. The second is directly to the east at the intersection of the 2 roads, and access to these parcels exists from Traditions Parkway and Nevada Station Parkway. So the next slide shows us, it is in the Dayton Suburban Character District. And if you look at the one on the right, you can see the red is the commercial and the yellow is the suburban residential. The line between them, that is what we didn't want to touch, the master zoning. The basin adds also a nice buffer between the residential and the commercial. And as that will be there and it's in the HOA and all of the, they will do a further boundary line adjustment to adjust that so that the basin stays on its own property. It will be managed by the HOA and will never be developed as anything else. So in this case, you know, we don't love split zoning on any project. We try to get rid of it. When it's on a basin like this, it really doesn't matter. So this was the lesser of all the moving parts here. We can go to the next. So in the commercial master plan designation, tourist commercial suburban is an allowed Title 15 zoning. And it really does fit in this case when we're looking at RV parks, a hotel, things like that, that they may be developing in the future on this. This portion of the Traditions Commercial Subdivision is envisioned as a tourist-oriented location with the amenities proposed already within the tentative commercial subdivision plan, which you all saw, I believe, last year. And they will be coming forward with more properties as they continue this development. So when we go to the next slide, you can see this was their phasing plan that I think we've all seen before. We're looking at the light blue in the southeast of this plan here. And this is the phasing and conceptual layout that we've all seen, and they are building Traditions commercial subdivision off of. The parcels under consideration today conceptually include an RV park, casino, hotels, and associated amenities there. The casino already has an existing special use permit because it is grandfathered in from quite a long time ago. So that is continuing and has been known for a very long time that that's going there. This zone map amendment is one further step towards this conceptual plan. There will still need to be additional entitlements and or building and site permits before any construction can begin out there. So we go to the zoning map. You can see currently it is community commercial, and they'd be looking to make the change to tourist commercial suburban. This would be consistent with the commercial zoning adjacent to the north, south, east, and is in alignment with the tentative commercial plans that I did make a note were approved in March of 2024. So the parcels to the north of the smaller parcel are zoned as neighborhood residential with existing single-family residences that are already in place. The parcels to the east of the larger parcel are all undeveloped properties within the Traditions Commercial Subdivision. Across 50 are actually commercially zoned properties that seem to be occupied by mainly private residential properties. So they're divided by the highway, but I don't think, since you already have a highway use and they're commercially zoned properties, I don't see much negative impact on them. And so I just want to point out again, the northern portion of the smaller parcel currently has an existing detention basin, which serves the neighboring single-family residences within Traditions Village 1. Following this, if this change is approved, recommended approval from you and approved by the Board of Commissioners, they will move forward with the boundary line adjustment that will put the basin on its own property. And then it'll continue with the split zoning, but they will both conform with the existing master plan designations they have. And this will not affect, nothing we're doing will affect or change the existing detention basin capacity, level of service, or configuration. So the finding highlights, we're looking at chapter 15.220.05 for a zone map amendment. Same three we went over last time. Under the consistent with the policies, portion A, the area is, it occurs in an area that is served by or adjacent to areas with existing utility systems to avoid distant and costly expansions. That meets policy FS 1.1. And this does feel like it is consistent with the master plan policies and goals. Finding B, not inconsistent with adequate public facilities policies. This does not introduce a new need for public services that are not already provided to surrounding parcels and envisioned as part of the commercial subdivision maps. Additionally, this isn't introducing an unplanned or incompatible use to the area, which is finding C. This has very much been planned out for a number of years and is going in the direction that was intended. You may see more of this coming in the future, depending on how they develop out Traditions Commercial subdivision. There may be more zone changes in the future. There may be more boundary lines, reversion acreages, things like that. But that'll be coming forward. So I am here for questions, as well as the applicant's representative is here, has a presentation if you'd like. It copies a lot of the same materials, but just let us know.
Do we have any comments or questions from the commissioners?
Yeah, one question regarding the casino. You mentioned a special use permit for that. Does that cover the part here under Title 15 zoning where it says TC-S under description / characteristics, the very bottom it says not intended for a small casino, comma, individual RV parks, etc. Is that why there is that special use permit?
The
Or-
special use permit was done preceding the tentative or the commercial subdivision plan.
Oh.
I read that as this isn't intended if you're just going to put one RV park or you're just going to put a small casino.
Mm.
When you're looking at this tourist, to me, our interpretation of tourist commercial suburban is you're looking at doing a casino and an RV park and a hotel and things like that that make it more, but that wasn't why the casino was done. The SUP for the casino was done quite a long time ago.
Okay.
And go ahead.
Yes, go ahead, Commissioner Allen.
Commissioner Allen, I thought I read somewhere here that portion of this may need to come back for conditional use permits.
Yes, that is
Okay.
possible.
right.
Some of the uses, I have my report.
Yeah, I was trying to find it too, and I
Yeah,
made
it's-
notes, but I'm not finding it.
Page 8 of 11 of my report. I don't know where that is in the packet, but when I was
Okay,
looking at this, an RV park requires a conditional use permit. The hotel, motel, or lodge wouldn't, it would be an ADR.
Okay.
And the casino is already grandfathered with the existing SUP.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? Any questions for the applicants? Okay, at this time, we will take a motion. Oh, public comment, I'm sorry, yes. So public comment in the audience? It does not appear we have anything online. We don't have any online either, so we can take a motion.
All motion. Based on the aforementioned findings, I move that the planning commission forward a recommendation of approval to the Board of County Commissioners of the request from Lucas Homes and Development LLC for a zoning map amendment to amend the zoning map designation from the Title 10 District of C2 General Commercial District to the Title 15 District of TC-S Tourist Commercial Suburban for 5.21 acre portion of one parcel located at 3000 Highway 50 and for a 17.04 acre parcel located in the western quadrant of the intersection of Highway 50 and Traditions Parkway in Dayton, APNs 016-401-97 and 029-782-16, PLZ 2025 40 or 043. I
I'll
almost
second.
reverse that.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Salas and a second by Alan. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say nay. Any up? Okay, that passes 5-0.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Ms. Nash. All right, we move to Community Development Director. Good morning.
Good morning. We've already read 8A into the record.
Yes,
Sorry. I missed it.
that's okay.
So the only update, Gavin Henderson, Lyon County Community Development Director for the record. So the only update I have for the commission is I did speak with NNDA regarding Commissioner Loomis's request for a presentation. They're going to be on the agenda for a presentation October 14th. Topics of the presentation include regional economic trends, business attraction and retention efforts, industrial and commercial readiness as far as properties, housing, opportunity zones and investment tools that they have, overall demographics and labor market forecasts, and then how do they support small businesses and entrepreneurs in Lyon County. If there's any other topics that the commission wants, I can absolutely send Jeff an email and see if you can include those in the presentation.
No, that's good. Thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome. And if there's any other questions for the question, then I'm all yours.
Or the hot seat right
Yeah.
now, yeah. Any questions for Kevin? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Gavin.
Wasn't votable, no.
Okay. Moving to item number 9, commission comments and agenda requests. Do we have any of those?
I just have one comment. I would like to send wishes to Mark Jones. He had open heart surgery yesterday,
Oh.
triple bypass. He's doing well. He came out of the surgery okay, and this morning he's up and speaking and he's his usual ornery self. So just sending him good wishes and wanted to update everybody on that.
Thank you very much. Yes, we wish him a quick speed and health for that. And I guess that's a fair reason for not being here this morning. Any other comments or agenda requests? Okay, moving forward, number 10, public participation. No action will be taken on any item until it's properly agendized. Members of the public who wish to address the planning commission may approach the podium and speak on matters related to the Lyon County Planning Commission, but not on items appearing on the agenda. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per person or topic and will not be restricted based on viewpoint. No actions may be taken upon a matter raised under this item of the agenda until the matter itself has been specifically identified or included on an agenda as an item upon which action may be taken. Do we have any public comment at this time in house? It appears we have none. Are there any online? No hands are raised. Okay, so we'll move to number 11 and we'll take an adjournment at 9:44 a.m. Thank you very much.
Good job.